What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over my 2002 Cadillac Escalade camper. This is going to be my 2.0 version because I redid everything. So yeah, let's get into it. So guys, here's my Escalade camper slash overlander, whatever you want to call it. The outside upgrade since last year is really just new tires. These are a little bit oversized tires. They're a little bit wider and they're real aggressive. There's some aggressive all-terrain tires. They're 3 peaks. Got my 9,000 pound winch on the front, and then got just a little hitch cargo carrier on the back, which I don't even really need that unless I'm going on a extended trip, like maybe for like a 3-4 days up to like a week, something like that. Then I can bring my hitch, but just on regular trips I don't even really need that. All right guys, so let's take a look inside. It's a rainy day, can't really do much else. So all right, so we come to the back here, and this is what we got. This is my window cover for the back here. I'll put that on in a minute, and I'll take all this stuff out and show you just my platform that I have built here. It's real simple, but this is everything I got, guys. So I'll go through everything one by one. Okay, so before I had a platform that came to about here. It was about 6 to 8 inches tall, and then my bed was about here. And I really didn't like the amount of headroom that I had. There's a few reasons why I did this, but the headroom was one of them. I'm going to go through all the reasons. But yeah, that's reason number one, and that's just plain and simple the headroom, the amount of space that I had to move around in here. Doing it this way, I actually have like another 8 inches of headroom space. I changed up my bed a little bit, so I had a tri-fold bed, and I cut the tri-fold bed into 3 pieces, took 2 of the pieces, turned them sideways, and then sewed them together. So now it's just a regular folding bed. I'll show you more here. It's starting to rain a little harder. So as you guys can see, now I don't have the drawer system. I just have this one little guy over here, and it all works out. So it's only like 2.5–3 inches of space over here that it's raised up, and that's just enough room to give me this little sliding drawer that I have. It's just a piece of plywood on some drawer slides, that the drawer slides that I had before, but I just used them for this now. And the cool thing is, if I want to fully extend this, then this cooler here will actually support it. So didn't even plan that out, but it works like that. I'm not going to do it right now just because this is all wet from it raining. Just have this little slide. As you can see, I have this rubber mat on top of here and here, and that just makes it a lot nicer for me for cleaning up. Before, I had the carpet over both of this, and I thought that would work well just so I could vacuum it out, but it really wasn't that ideal. So this rubber mat I found has worked a lot better for me so far, just making it easy to clean. And now I have these 4 storage containers. Leads me into like the second problem that I had, was that I couldn't really access any of my stuff while I was tucked in for the night. So I had the drawer that slid out, but if my hatch was closed, and I couldn't really access the drawer. You could open it maybe like a couple inches and just get the very end of it, but it really wasn't ideal. So now I have all my stuff in these 4 containers, and it makes it really easy for me to access everything. So I'll show you guys how I can get to everything, and I can get to everything while I'm either outside the vehicle like I am right now, or while I'm like sleeping for the night tucked in. I can still get all of this real easily. So I have these 4 containers here. This one right here is on the very end, the easiest one to get to. So I'm going to use this just as like a garbage bin, extra stuff anything that's dirty, like, I don't even know, boots, clothes, any garbage, whatever I want to, just to keep things like kind of organized. I can throw all that stuff just in here. So this one's pretty much empty right now. That's why I have this drawer, to make it easy for me to access all this stuff, you know, while I'm back here. So I can just slide this out, and then this one can go right here. And it actually slides out further, but like I said, I'm not going to right now just because it's raining. I can just take this one right off of here, put it right here. So now I have real easy access to there, throw whatever I want in there. And then this one right here is like basically all my food stuff and all my stuff I need for like preparing, cooking food. I have plates in here. So I don't actually have a ton of food in here right now because I'm not planning any big trips like in the near future, maybe a couple weeks from now, maybe. So I just have some Pop-Tarts in here, but I have extra propane thing. I have a pan for cooking, some bowls, some plates. I have my secondary little propane cooker, which just screws onto the top of the propane. Paper towels, a cutting board, some little Tupperware containers, and stuff like that. Everything I need for food basically is going to be in here. So then I have this bigger one that's on top here. Now I can just take this down, put it right here. When I have this drawer fully extended, it can actually go right in this spot. So I'll show you actually, but I'm just going to take my cooler off because it's all wet. I can fully extend this little drawer. It comes out to here. And then this secondary blue crate can slide right to here. Now I have room for all 4 of my boxes. So this is the one that just sits on top of this one. And this is my, I guess I'll call it my regular use stuff. It's not too hard to get to. I can get to it pretty easily. So in here I have my big stove. It's an outdoor portable stove. I have my little mini heater that I'll use. I'll plug into my inverter. I'll show you guys all the inverter and the fridge and all that next. Have another thing of propane, have some toilet paper. Just haven't figured out exactly what I'll put in here yet. For now, just my regular use stuff that I use more often than not. And that leaves me to my very last one, my last bin right here. This is the one that sits right behind the fridge. It's kind of the hardest to get to. And I have it set up like that just because this will be my emergency bin, like tools and emergency stuff, recovery stuff. So I have my winch cable, I have a first aid thing, some extra plastic bags, band-aids, gauze, stuff like that. I have some sockets, some tools. I forget what's in here. Let me look what's in here. A bunch of extra little tools in here. I have jumper cables, fix-a-flat, extra oil, a couple recovery straps, just a whole bunch of stuff that I might need. You never really know what you're gonna need, so I have a bunch of just emergency stuff in there. Like I said, it's the hardest to get to because hopefully I don't need any of this stuff, but it's there just in case. And then to put it all back together, it's really easy. Just put that on there, put him there, and then this light one, like that. It all goes back together real nice. Starting to rain harder, a little bit of water's coming in, so I'm gonna close this rear hatch and I'll show you everything else from the doors and inside. All right guys, so now we're inside and I have this little light bulb here. I'm gonna turn that on just so we have some extra light. So now we're inside. As you can see, like I was saying before, I have a lot more headroom, so I'm a lot happier with this setup. Just with the headroom alone, I'm a lot happier with this setup. Having room is important to me. So I'm going to continue showing you how I can get to my stuff real easily, since we were just talking about that. And then I'll tell you about the fridge and the inverter and stuff. Got my little light bulb right there. It's a super low wattage bulb, like 20 watts I think. I could probably even get some less less wattage than that, but this one light bulb works fine. But yeah, here's my boxes. So like I said, garbage, extra stuff, just throw whatever I want. This is my food, my regular use, and then emergency. If I want to get to my food stuff and I'm in here, all I have to do is just come right here. I can just slide this guy right there like that, and now I can access this pretty easily. You can see all my stuff in there. And then the same deal for this one. Like I said, this is the regular use stuff. I can just slide him down right there, and now I can get into here. You can see it's not the most comfortable thing in the world, I'll say, but at least I can access anything I want to while I'm, you know, in for the night. Or like right now, how it's raining, I don't want to be outside messing with all my stuff, so I could just be in here and I can get anything I want to. I'll talk about my fridge that I just bought. This is one of my newest upgrades. I actually just plugged it in yesterday, and it's been running all night, and it barely drained any battery at all. So if you guys missed the video about me installing the second battery and the inverter, then I'm going to leave a link down below to that, and I'll also link it at the end of the video so you guys can just click it and watch it if you want to. But yeah, I installed this second battery here. This is a deep cycle battery, and there's an 1100 watt inverter underneath this bed. So that's what this light bulb is plugged into the inverter right now, and my fridge is plugged in right now. Then we go down underneath here, and you can see the inverter. And you can see the inverter here. It's actually upside down, so I don't know if you can read it or not. But right now it says 12.4 volts, and it's drawing 25 watts. I think that's actually all coming from the light bulb. I don't even think the fridge is drawing anything right now. But I unplugged the light bulb. Yep, 0 watts. So when I first plugged the fridge in, and it was on regular mode, it was only drawing 50 watts. And then when I put it on eco mode, it's only drawing like 30 watts when it's actively cooling. And then I left it on all night last night, and it barely even drained my battery at all. Light back in. This fridge, super low watt fridge, that's why I'm really happy with it. It says it's only supposed to draw 36 watts in eco mode, but when I was watching my inverter yesterday, when it was cooling down in eco mode, it was only drawing 30 watts. So I'm really happy with that. You can look over here, it has a bunch of controls. So it's actually a freezer too. So you just hold this little guy for 3 seconds, and then you can drop the temperature all the way down to -8 degrees. So it can be a nice little freezer. I have it set pretty high right now just because I'm not going on any, like I said, I'm not going on any trips for another week or so. But yeah, this thing is really, really cool. Really happy with this. The Bougie RV, I believe it's 23 quart. And I waited until it was on sale. So I paid under $200 for this thing. A good amount of room in there. It says it can hold 4 2-liters, 20 water bottles. Pretty good amount of room. Yeah, I think I paid like $180, $170, I'm not sure, but it was on sale. This is going to be really, really nice. I'm really excited to start using this for even for just regular like hunting trips and fishing trips and whatever, regular road trips even, you know. Really like this fridge. Big upgrade. Happy I have this now. Like I said, I have the light bulb in the fridge right now hooked up to the inverter. If I want to have some extra power, I have this Jackery, I think it's the Jackery 290, so I can plug some other stuff in here if I want to. I think I'm gonna bring like a boot dryer with me, and sometimes I'm gonna need to run my little heater, like I showed you earlier, my little mini heater that's in this box. So when I'm running that little mini heater, I'll probably run the light bulb off this guy, and then I'll plug the mini heater into my inverter. So yeah, this is just an extra battery, and then I can get a solar panel for this if I want to. Make it easy for me to just recharge this without using my inverter. I just have this old lunchbox here, and this Jackery fits perfect in there, and it has a couple other little compartments that I can keep some accessories and stuff, so it just happened to work out for me. All right guys, so I'll show you how everything looks when I'm getting ready to go to sleep for the night. As you can see, I have most of my window shades in. Like I said in one of my other videos, my previous camping video, I made all of these. It's just some insulation stuff. I forget what it's actually called, but it's just some insulation. You can see some unfinished ones up front. The inside's not finished, so I just have black on the outside, black carpet. So I still gotta do something with the fronts there to make them a little nicer. But this is the finished ones back here. So it's black carpet on the outside and then gray carpet on the inside, and just that insulation stuff in the middle. These really help in, you know, insulating the vehicle. It'll keep me nice and warm when I'm doing my winter camping, and it gives me a lot of privacy so no one can look in here. So I'll show you guys. The only one I don't really have on is the back one. I'll put that on now. The back one I ran out of black carpet, so I just used some black duct tape. And then for the front, if I really want to like cover everything, I have this little umbrella windshield cover. Just opens like an umbrella, I guess. All right, I'll take a walk around the outside here in a minute, but this is pretty much my setup. Got all the windows covered. And now if I'm getting ready for bed, I can close this curtain. So it just slide it like that. Like this. And ready to go. It's actually really comfy in here. This bed is a 4-inch memory foam, little just like topper, but it's actually really comfortable. And have this Coleman sleeping bag. But yeah, it's pretty roomy and comfortable. I have my head supported by the driver's seat right now, but you can see I have tons of room. Yeah, like I said before, I'm 6'4" and still have tons of room in here. I'm gonna take everything out here in a minute, and I'll show you the actual platform and what I did to build this platform. But the only thing I had to do was take out the seat that was right here. So you had 3 seats in the back, but now I only have 1 captain chair. And it doesn't really bother me because I usually don't have a ton of passengers. Having it set up this way, at least I can still have 2 passengers if I want to. And I have this built and set up exactly the way I want to. And if I really had to, if I needed this for passengers for some reason, then I can easily take this little platform out and put the seat right back in. But that's just another reason, guys, why I decided to go this route instead of the route that I had before. Like I was talking about earlier, the one reason was headroom, and the second reason was not being able to access my stuff. So I guess the third reason would be the amount of weight that it added to the vehicle. So that box that I had, it was pretty heavy. It was a couple 100 pounds. I actually had to take it apart to move it by myself. And I had a friend help me take it out of the vehicle, at least 200 pounds worth of wood and stuff. So by taking that out and taking the seat out and then just adding this sheet of plywood, I think I saved a lot of weight. So if I lay down completely, I'm totally flat here, and I still have room, so my toes kind of can touch. But if I'm just straight flat, I still have another maybe 4 or 5 inches. It's actually pretty comfortable. All right, guys, so there's my little bed. Close her up. Keep in mind, I left the light on just so you guys could really see that you can't really see in there at all. So if someone was trying to creep on me, then can't really see in. Now this front one's the most obvious because I have no tint on my window, so you can see the black carpet, but you still can't really see in at all. The only place you would be able to is the front. So someone could like have to creep in like this and look, but you still can't see anything because it's really dark, and I have my little curtain pulled, so the only thing you'd be able to see is in the front here, but you can't even see that because there's no light really coming through, so it's just all dark. Definitely like a stealth camper, overlander. This is the one window I definitely need to do a little bit of work on. So it wasn't big enough, it kept falling down, so I have it pinched right here. But you still can't see in it all. You can see a little bit of my front seat, but you can't see in the back at all where I would be, you know, sleeping or whatever. Gives me a little peace of mind that no one can, you know, creep on me. I could tie this sleeping bag up into like a ball and then put him back there where I had that little net and a space between the window, so the sleeping bag fits in there like perfectly, and then I can fold this bed pretty much perfectly flat. So this bed folds just like this, and I could even put something else on here, throw a bunch of stuff on here, whatever, because I'm not worried about this part because I don't sleep on this part, but I don't want to get the part where I sleep dirty, so I could throw stuff onto here if I want to now, and then I have all that room right there. This is the platform, guys. This is why I had to take out that seat. It just goes, it comes all the way up to here. I left enough room from my back, from my driver's seat, that my driver's seat can still come all the way back. And I left enough room so that this little cup holder tray can come down, and I can still use that. Now you guys actually can see my inverter better. Here it is. Like I said, just 1100 watt inverter. And then right next to it, I have a little safe. And I just plugged the fridge in temporarily, so I'm gonna run this cord behind the safe, but this is just a little safe if I ever wanna put money in there or anything else of importance, you know, something that I couldn't bring. Certain things you can't bring certain places, so if I ever want to, I have a nice little safe right here. You can just open it up, and just enough room to put something of importance. Yeah guys, like I was saying before, all this is a piece of plywood that I just cut to fit just for that seat right there. So I just cut off a little piece and slid it all the way forward, and it's just being supported by this little guy, a little 2x4, and then I have my circuit breaker bolted or screwed to this, and there's some dog food. I was wondering what happened to that dog food, Luna. Then I have my safe, you know, bolted to this too. Just a couple things screwed to this. If I wanted to take it out, I just have to unscrew a few things real fast, and then this whole thing just comes right out. It's just a piece of plywood on the top, and then it sits on top of this piece of plywood, has two little sides, and then has the drawer that slides. Kept it real simple, real light. And like I was saying, I like this rubber mat a lot better than carpet. Just really easy to clean. You can just take a rag and just wipe it down. So yeah guys, that's pretty much everything. All right guys, so yeah, that's pretty much the whole build that I have for now. I did all this myself. I'm really excited to actually take it out and use it now, since I got that little mini fridge. I think that is one of the biggest things I've done so far. But yeah, just a lot happier with this style of build compared to the other one. The other one was a lot cooler, like what I made. I think it was just a cooler design in general, but this way is a lot more practical, and you know, cleaning, weight, everything that I mentioned in the video, I think this way is just a little bit better. Yeah guys, if you want to see me actually use this thing and put into action, then I'm pretty sure most of the videos or all the videos are going to be over on my other channel. It's Jeff DeShong Outdoors. That channel is going to be all about, you know, camping, hunting, fishing, just pretty much everything outdoors, just to keep it simple. If you guys like videos like that, then do me a favor and head on over and subscribe to that channel. I'd really appreciate it. I got lots of videos planned for both this channel and that channel, so if you made it this far and you're still watching, then I really appreciate it. I think I just hit 3,400 subscribers today, and that's really awesome. I appreciate every single one of you guys watching and all my subscribers, and just want to say thank you to everybody. My goal for this year was to hit 3,000, and I've already surpassed that, so just a big shout out to all you guys. You're the reason why I make these videos. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, do me a favor and drop a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Helps the video reach a wider audience, helps the channel grow. Thanks in advance. And yeah, that's gonna be it. I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.